quarterback. The first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Ready? 180. Eight.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Focus. Squirrel!
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying now. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing, Mayfield steps away to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. as his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's it, Joker over the middle. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Gone!
Handoff comes to Hyde. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Complete here, it's Hyde. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Snickers, 66. Squirrel!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Set! Like 80!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set! Like 80! 8! Let's go!
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Go. Check 3.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Let's go. Corner.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Set! Blue 30!
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's got this one down to the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger in the final seconds of the first half, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
All right, here we go.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken very short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he cuts it right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, here's Bell. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Focus.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Blue 30. Focus.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run again with Hyde on first. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going, Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. They can't tackle it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run high. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? To keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Set! White 80! Show that bench release and go. We gotta get this stop here,
They'll go again with Bell. Spins past it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Monday. All right, let's go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
You good? You coming across?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
8. Set. White 80.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Good job, guys. Ready? Flex 30.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on third down for the Browns. And even 50 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the toss to Bell running right. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Marshall trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get like a money back. Money back. God, I used to pay back on Monday for Rocky Friday. This is sweet. Friday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. 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 With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these facts. Every lay, waist match, back, straight back. Got hips like Angelina. Belly truck.